It's chunky time, baby! Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsor of the channel, PTCGO Store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using the discount code FTW. It's a way to support the channel whilst getting something in return, so why not? Now, with that said, let's get going. Yes, we are playing with the Oinkologne EX today with that maddening scent. 10 plus 30 for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And now for a single energy cost, that's pretty decent because you're hitting 160 in total. And then that heavy stomp attack for that 210 free colorless energy. Flip a coin. If tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Ultimately, very just mid attacks, but that isn't the idea for this deck. What is making Oinkologne so good? Well, that is because this Oinkologne can tank with a few cards in here that really push it to the next level. We have full face guard here. In English, can you do it? I can't do it. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has no abilities, it takes 20 less damage from attacks. Throw in a Radiant Gardevoir, meaning it taking 20 less damage from the V's. Yes. And then V-Guard Energies, making it take 30 less damage from V's again. So if a V is swinging into a fully tanked out Oinkologne, they have to hit 330 damage to 1-hit KO it. There's not really many decks around here doing that number nowadays, especially post-rotation. And so when your Oinky Donkey gets whacked into and it starts getting a bit upset, you gotta start picking it up and giving it a cuddle. And that's why we have the likes of Cheren's Cheren here. Put one of your colorless Pokemon that has any damage counters on it into your hand, and the cards attached to it as well. So you get to save up on the energy. But Cheryl can also give us a lending hand here too, being able to just completely wipe and heal any evolution. There we go. I don't know, I'm tired, it's late, bro. It heals evolutions and discards their energies. Yeah. Throw in some path to the peak. You are also disrupting your opponent a lot of the times, and you have a pretty funky deck. And that is basically the strategy. It's as simple as that. So why don't we jump into some games? Right, just a quick side note quickly. I know I'm in the original game here for this deck list, but I have updated it briefly. I was getting bodied with that list. Absolutely ruined. I couldn't set up at all. Nothing was working. So I've gone for a free Bibarel line. I've gone for 4 research. The 4 judge felt so awful. Couldn't do it. Made a couple changes. You'll see the full list in the description anyway for yourself, but I've just upped the consistency, yeah. Up the consistency dramatically because I was getting destroyed. So let's hope we can get some luck today. Come on. Okay, going first. That's a good sign already. Right, so you already saw that, right? I'm only at Pokeball, but every deck on this ranked ladder is like the top tier. Oh my gosh, these supporter clumps. Like the best decks. It's crazy. All I'm coming up against is that. And it makes sense. It's the ranked ladder, right? And everyone has access to these crazy decks now. Understandable. Have a nice day. But, oh my gosh, it's so difficult to set up, bro. It's so punishing. It's an interesting experience, especially with hands like these. This deck, unfortunately, has a lot of these hands. Now, I'm playing this Oink to check it out, to see how it can function, what it can do, what it's about, how it works. And it's been subpar is what I'll say for now. But with these changes, I'm hoping it'll be fine. The biggest issue that I had, right, and I'll say this right out the bat, is I was I'm not comfortable researching just yet, right? That's what it is. Do I keep this Lechonk in the active? Oh, don't. Oh, this is Lost Box. Oh, I hate that. I'm going to risk it. Fine. Risk it for a biscuit. Oh, I can tell this is Lost Box, bro. It's got to be Lost Box. Yeah, there we go. But I'm hoping they play an escape rope or something. Oh, no, it's Guardy. Okay, that's actually a good thing. Although Guardy can 1-hit KO us quite comfortably, it's a good thing because they need time to set up, which means I have time to set up. Yeah, bro, it's like the best decks everywhere, even at the Pokeball rank, which, bro, it's like I'm in the trenches. Everyone who's jumped over from PTCGO is now grinding a ladder, trying to climb it. And it's still very early days, so there's a lot of people who are in the Pokeball ranks climbing up that are very good. A lot of them. And obviously, you know, they're playing the great decks and stuff like that, and that's not to discredit anything or anyone. I might go for a heavy start. I don't know yet. Let's just Bibarel. Or try and, you know, make excuses for myself for not, you know, doing as well, let's say. But it's all-out warfare on this ladder right now. I'm telling you, it is absolutely brutal stuff. I could have gone for the 1-hit KO. Maybe I should have actually with the power of hindsight. But it's fine. We'll go for a maddening scent. That's okay for that 80 damage. We just need to start setting up tanking, getting in that position. It's going to be tricky though because Gardevoir is very good. It's looking to be, although inconsistent, and I'll go into that in a second, but it's looking to be the best deck right now in Scarlet and Violet coming out. And the meta is looking to be kind of just Miraidon's looking great, looking strong, but has its holes, has its weaknesses, which I think, you know, in a few months of this format will be figured out pretty quickly. Whereas Gardevoir, I think will only get better. I think Gardevoir is going to get to a point of being incredibly optimized, personally, for people to figure out what it does. I'm in the process of optimizing myself. The reason I didn't go for Gardevoir today was it's everywhere. Everyone's playing it, and I'd rather further optimize it and give you a list that I'm confident will perform incredibly well, rather than just chuck a Gardevoir video out, you know, alongside everyone else. Okay, so this is where Bibarel gets weird, because the hand starts to get very clunky at times, which isn't great. This is a very backwards maneuver, but I think it's my only option here. I don't like benching this Dunsparce, but I need to draw cards. And another thing to point out, this is the thing to point out. You're going to see it here take place, right? Let's get rid of this. Researches feel super punishing. Really punishing. It feels like I'm lost zoning my cards. Granted, I have Miriam, right? We know that. But like, maybe I'm starting to think now, maybe Colress is like the best rogue support card because it doesn't punish you as heavily. Granted, you do lost zone 2 cards, but researching things like, so you saw 2 Bibarel go down there, right? The only way to get them back in this list, or the only way to get them back in this format is by supporter. So in this case, it will be a Miriam, right? Miriam's going to be the one. We do play a Miriam, so we have to dig for that now. This list doesn't play the minion, so there's no guarantee search for it. So we have to dig. But like this research, oh, it feels so bad. But then if you just play Judge, which this was based on a Japanese list. This is what I'm figuring out with this format right now, and why I think I don't like it just yet. It's favoring decks that can deal with the weird supporters we have right now. This weird limbo. Marnie has left a massive hole, I think. A massive hole. Marnie and Rod, I think, have left 2 big holes of maintaining resources. Like, when you lose resources now, it is so damaging. It's actually incredible. Like, now, I don't want to research this hand, bro. It's like all my energy in my deck is here. You know? What can I do? I'm going to have to. But yeah, and then Judge was so punishing, right? Because this originally had 4 Judge, which is when I was getting bodied. But I couldn't get my Bibarels out. I couldn't find them. And that's because there's like no Evo instance now. So the only way to find Bibarel is Ultra Ball, and that's it. Or capturing Aroma, which is unreliable. So there's unreliable ways of finding evolution cards, right? Especially Bibarel, right? Especially Bibarel. Right, look at the format, right? The decks that are doing well. So look at Gardevoir, right? Evolution-based deck, but Level Ball finds these Curliers, right? Ultra Balls can find these, or Curliers draws you massive hands, which is, thank you for judging me, by the way, which is going to find you these cards naturally, right? That's why Gardevoir's pretty good right now. Mew. It's Mew. It doesn't evolve. And when it does, it's fine. It's Mew, bro. It's going to draw. It's going to be fine. Lost Box doesn't need to evolve most of the time. Or if you go for Lost Tina, again, it's heavily basic based. That's the format I'm seeing right now. Oh, I'd love a Cheren's Care right now. I would love one. But I think I'm going to put you here, but I am going to go for a heavy stomp here. I think I'm just going to research. This, by the way, isn't me complaining. I'm more exploring, like I'm interested. You know what I mean? Good thing I got that path, as I wouldn't have been able to attack. I would have been so tilted. Let's take the Guardi out. This is more just kind of discussion. My thought process is in, you know, going through this meta effectively and playing a few games on it. And you may understand this yourself. But yeah, it's feeling as though like Judge is too punishing to play unless you have ways to deal with that. Like here we have ton of draw power. Mew obviously can deal with Judge very comfortably. Lost Box, although Lost Box is very punished by Judge in the late game, as long as the Lost Box player gets their confis out, which is more important now than before, right? Because there's no scoop up net. So your Lost Box players are going to want to get like 4 confi out turn 1, right? They're going to want that. Or confi and, you know, the obvious Greninja and stuff like that. Because you can't scoop up. So if you need to start lost zoning quickly, you need to get all of your confis out or as much as possible, which means if you were to get judged with all your confis out, it's not as punishing because you can comfy your way through your deck again, right? And start drawing and drawing and drawing. Granted, multiple judges is going to be punishing. I know that for sure. But it's just strong enough anyway, like the Sableye, the concept of the deck is strong enough to overthrow that. Judge disrupts it, Can shut it down late game, but other than that, that's that, right? But if in this deck, Judge is going to punish us more than any of those decks, which are like the most common decks on the ladder right now, right? And Miraidon. Miraidon gets heavily affected by Judge. Miraidon's very Judge weak. And I like a Miraidon matchup. I feel so much more comfortable because, yeah, Judge, like that Miraidon video, we were lucky, bro, because we just kept popping off. But yes, Miraidon's very, very heavily affected by Judge, especially Judge Path. But that said, a lot of decks now on the ladder are able to deal with Judge, right? Very comfortably, from what I can just tell. Also, I think Cheren's here. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's pick this bad boy up. Into my hand. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the strat. We're popping off now, people. This is good. Right, so we're only doing 100 damage, but I'm going to go for another heavy stomp, bro. You're going to start making... Yeah. Good English, good English, good English. Great English, Sean. Well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, so those decks are doing really well, and therefore people will play them more. They feel better to play. So if everyone has access to all the decks, you know, or at least a lot of these top tier decks, yes, we've got Jacq in here, by the way, then they're going to play the ones that feel better, and therefore the rank ladder is going to be overly populated with them, right? Just how, like, before it was just Lugia. You know what I mean? Or just Mews and Lugias all over the place. It's kind of the same thing. So what's good about that is this ladder, this rank ladder, will accurately represent the format. If it's a good format, there'll be a lot more varied matchups, right? So there'll be a lot more variances on the ladder. And I think that will start to happen with the newer sets releasing, right? With things like Iona. Oh, God, that's punishing, but it's fine. With things like Iona, with things like a Super Odd, you know, critical cards in any format. Coming through and coming out, the format's going to get so much better. So this is kind of like the awkward transition period in my experience from the fast, oppressive, powerful Sword and Shield to the slower, strategic, tactical Scarlet and Violet, which is what it's looking to be. It's looking to be a comeback-based format, right? Where it's all about setting up, building up, and if you fall behind, having the ability to to come back stronger and, you know, win those games that you would never be able to do in Sword and Shield. It's a great format. It's the best way to play Pokemon, in my opinion, because it really means that even if you pull far ahead early doors, you're still not guaranteed to win. That's why GLC is so good, right? It's that exact thing. It's a good we're going into that position again, like the GX era, great fun. But we're in that awkward spot, especially in this weird little format before Triple Beat, where we get things like Iona and stuff, right? Because it's the discussion now of what's the best supporter card. And I'm thinking Colress, bro. I'm thinking Colress. I would actually be more comfortable here cutting out my researches and putting in Colress, even if it contradicts Bibarel, right? Purely because I have control over my resources, which is more important than, you know, compared to just ditching all of my resources, which is what I would do with a research here, right? This is a great Judge turn for us, by the way, if they don't manage to swing. Oh, they are going to swing it. Bro, they got 5 cards left in deck. Jesus. Jesus. Right, we have our full tank gear on, okay? We have the V guard, we have the full face guard, we have the Gardevoir. Loads of guards. Never thought about that. Anyway, if I'm correct, they're going to have to swing for 330 damage to 1-hit KO me, which I don't think they've got the cards for. 150, 180. Next will be 210. That's 210. After that would be 230. 240, sorry, English. Wait, that maths. 240. 7 is 270. Yes. Oh no, they can retreat, bro. It's fine, we can respond. 300. Oh my God, did they just get the perfect number? Behave. They're going to get life squeezing juice as well, aren't they? Brother, did they just done it. They just 330'd me. What? Here's me saying at the start, not many decks can do 330. Brother got the number dead on. That is outrageous. Oh my gosh, the power of Gardevoir, mate. That is mental. But my friend, all that for 2 prize cards. Yeah. Okay, here's a Judge turn. Here is a Judge turn for sure. In fact, let's ball again. Get another chunky down. Do we go for another chonker? We do go for another chonker. Let's go. Now's definitely Judge. for sure. I would like to get that Jacq going at some point, but that's a judge turn. No questions asked, my friend. The only issue is that Gardevoir is now out. It's going to be able to do anything it wants, pretty much. All their energy is basically in the discard pile. They're going to have a field day. Only thing I can hope with here is that they damage themselves enough to allow us to respond. And we're just ahead of the prize trade enough to see the game through. That's what I'm hoping right now. 2-path. It would have been nice to have you out now because that Gardevoir could have been a problem. Do they have their Mewtwo? No, there's no Mewtwo in this one. Okay, cool. That's good. So they can get their the Gardevoir, you know, the original Gardevoir out. They need to hit 290 with that. Well, they've judged me this time, but thanks to that Bibarel, we're not so heavily affected by it. That's good. Pardon me. Got the burpees. But we're looking solid. We're looking solid. Granted, I would like to get a turbo down so we can just go in for a heavy swing. That would be nice. That'd be really good. We have to dig quite a bit for it, though. But that's fine. This is where research is nice. This is where research is quite comfortable. I do like the research here. But yeah, back to that discussion. The supporters in the format are kind of weird, you know? For just your generic, your general decks, right? Arceus can do its own thing. Arceus is kind of self-sufficient. Gardevoir is looking to be a similar thing. And, you know, Mew and Lost Box and stuff like that, already pretty solid. You know, I even played, like, I was even testing with, like, a Turbo Darkrai. And do you know how bad it felt to not have Crobat? I was like, oh my god, Crobat's gone. Right, I don't think they can one-hit KO me here. Or they might. No, they got to hit 260. Why am I sitting there thinking they got to hit 290, bro? Bro, they're not a V. Right, that again is 210, 240. One more. They can't do one more. They'll KO themselves. The squeeze only applies to the end of the turn. They have to have an attachment from hand here. I think the numbers are just safe. Oh my god, we just got... Okay, granted, they just healed themselves off. But if we get that turbo energy, we just win, bro. Can we check deck? Can we check deck? I can't check deck. Okay. Research, let's just run it. Run it! Come on! We've beaten the Gardevoir. Let's go, baby. The big chungus coming out here, shutting down the lovely Rule 34. Anyway. What am I talking about? Jesus. Look at that. Okay, I'm glad we got a win there. Glad we got a win. Don't think it was deserved, but yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. Please say I'm going first. I am, okay. Because I'm scared, bro. 2 barrels in hand and a research. Ooh, yay. You know what I mean? I might have to do it though. I might have to do it. We are playing Rapid Strike, and this will be the Rapid Strike Urshifu, and that's scary because yeah, no one wants that. Okay, I'm gonna retreat this Dunsparce because this Dunsparce is gonna be so important. I don't think we play Manaphy. I think I forgot the Manaphy. Oh well. Let's just throw that there. Hope they somehow don't hit a 90 damage attack. Just pass. And we're going to have this. Yeah, you see my discussion, right? Research is so punishing. It's like, oh, for some reason, PTCGO is doing PTCGO and not declumping. It's true randomness is coming through. You can't hate it because it is true randomness. But man, it does it feel like the world is against you at some point. It's like, oh, great, yeah, you researched me. If I top deck that third Bibarel, I'm going to flip my table. I'm like, okay, now you're taking the mick, mate. But let's just hold through. This is going to be a very, very dangerous match. And this is where things like Urshifu can kind of come in and start sneaking up on the format a little bit. You know, recovering Manaphy's is a lot harder. You know, a lot more difficult. You know, it's not just get a rod. It ain't like that nowadays. That's not how it works, Chief. You know? You got to get a Miriam or a Clara, which means you're going to need a decent setup. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's not good. Right. One thing that's good is I can get Bidoof down and it is safe. I like that. I'll take that, Chief. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to path them just to cause some problems, hopefully. Hopefully they're bricking too. That's what I'm hoping. That is what I'm hoping. So, yeah, that research was super punishing, but hey, it's got to happen. This is why I'm playing a 3-3 now, right? Originally, as you saw in that intro, it was 2-2, but bro, that's too little. It's too little. It's too little when you're playing such a heavy research line. And you have to play the heavy research line because if you play a heavy judge line, if you don't get the good cards turn 1, you're like 9 times out of 10, that supporter in your hand is going to be a judge, and you're going to have to judge, and then you judge into a terrible hand, and then you just lose. That's what it is. So I've opted to go for the research. So I'm like, that has to happen. It has to be research. All right. We could get a little start here with a cheeky Cheren's Care if they do go ahead and manage to pull off, pardon me, an Inteleon VMAX. But I would like to keep developing my board. That would be my number one goal right now. We are still on ranked, which is very daring of me, I know. But at least we're playing the free decks by the looks of it. That's what I think, at least. So there's that. You know, there's that at least. Okay, they can go for an Aqua Bullet here. All right. That's interesting. They will get KO'd if they don't evolve here. Okay, it's an Aqua Bullet. It's an Aqua Bullet for... what, 70? Okay, here's what I've got to think, right? Currently speaking, in the current situation of which we are situated, a Cheren's Care seems about correct. Because, well, no. I don't think they can Rapid Strike Urshifu next turn. I could judge him into a dead hand. I'm thinking, right, if I swing with Oinkologne now, all they need to do is hit 170. Well, not even that. They ain't got a KO on this next turn, for sure. They're not hitting weakness yet. I'm judging them, bro. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's go. Let's run it. Sweet. That was the perfect out of judge as well. Okay, I think I made the right call. Just about made the right call. And I'm actually going to recover now. I'm going to recover Judge and Boss. Because we've got that Bibarel. Although Bibarel is still weak to Urshifu. In that it can just get rapid flowed. I'm hoping we just slow them down enough, you know? Okay, consider hit 130 for the KO. Can't just throw an energy here. Just make it 120 for KO, which is still enough. No, I'm going to put it here because I might Cheryl next turn. Let's go for adding Scent. There we are. Lovely. That's 2 prizes for us. Early doors. We've judged them. We are in the driver's seat. That's looking nice. Nice and dandy. There's a Switch and an Oinkologne. Also, it feels awkward playing Bibarel without Air Balloon, bro. Feels like something's missing. Feels so weird. So weird. I think, is Air Balloon getting reprinted as well? I don't know. Is there a tool retreat? I think there is an Air Balloon getting reprinted. But again, it's a like triple bro. There's so many critical cards that I like just on the tip that we've got to wait through this like I think it's actually a couple months. I don't know how. I think it's the next set releasing quite soon in the in the UK. Sorry, in the West. I think it's 2 months wait instead of 3. I don't know because we waited 4 months for this set to line up with Japan or something. I don't know, bro. No, because Japan has. I don't get it. I don't know how the rotation what's happening in 2023. It's all weird, but anyway. I'm waffling. Thankfully, they're not setting up. So we are getting somewhere. But you can kind of see already, right? You can see the angst in me as I play this deck. Compared to yesterday's video with Miraidon, I was having a whale of a time. No worries in the world, full of confidence. Here, I'm like on edge, bro. I'm like, we gotta be careful because I've been punished. I have been punished before playing this deck by being too careless. It's a deck that is, I think, has that future potential with future cards coming in. But right now, Oinkologne's not looking that great. It's there, it just needs a bit more, you know, a bit more reliability, a bit more, what's the word? Comfort, you know? But you can play it without thinking, oh God, the next card I play could win or lose me the game, right? This research could lose me the game. You know, you don't want those scenarios. I'll be honest, that Dunsparce going down soon is quite scary. But I am kind of really tempted to replace researchers with Colress, bro. Or just, you know, see, that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to figure out the correct support line for a lot of these decks, bro. It's like, you've got Colress, you've got research, you've got Judge, you've got... obviously, Miriam is a draw supporter in and of itself, but then it's like terrible turn 1. It's like, oh, what do you do? There's so many options. This is why I think Arceus Gallade might be quite good this format. Because it can just pick. So let me just choose, bro. Let me just decide for you real quick. Just give me a second. I shouldn't have evolved there. Because now I've got to discard this energy. That sucks. How much are we doing? 100 or 210? Path. Nest Ball. Guardy? Yeah? Trying to think. Do I Cheryl here? It doesn't seem terrible. I do get a swing, and I get fully healed. I think I do. Yeah. It feels bad to discard the energy, but I'm gonna Bibarel quickly. Let's see what we get. Okay. That Dunsparce is going down, so that Miriam top deck is beautiful. We're only hitting 80, right? Kind of sucks though, because we're still shy. Even Heavy Stomp won't pull anything through there. They're being very smart limiting their bench, which is one thing Oinkologne has trouble with. Is like, right, if they just don't play their bench and the deck can do well without a massive bench, then it's fine. For them, and for us, it's like, uh-oh, trouble. And our damage output gets heavily punished, or reduced. Not even punished, just reduced. Right, so what are they going to grab here then? Another Karina? Tower of Waters? I guess they could just keep countering Path. That makes sense. And they could just pick off this Dunsparce and then come in for a Gelfrust for a KO. Like, that's something they can definitely do. Let's see what they pull off, though. The hand's weak. The hand is weak. Oh, Metachan. Don't say it so. They're going to Metachan. Oh, no. Oh, every deck is out to get me, bro. Oh, no. Oh. There's no space for the Oinky Doink in this format, bro. There isn't. It just can he survive? It can he survive? Oh, my gosh. Is there a case, by the way, just an off-topic thing, a case to be made for the Urshi, bro? Is there a case to be made for this deck in this format? You know, the lack of recovery for the likes of Manaphy and stuff. You know, you got Metachan. Obviously, you can ping the Manaphy, Metachan, take an extra turn. You've seen that happen with the Dunsparce. Obviously, Manaphy 70 HP, but a couple of these bad boys down, you're talking. It's interesting. It's interesting. Melanie's still about, right? They still need to do a lot, though. To be fair, they could just attach to this Metachan. That won't be enough, though, funnily enough. The Metachan won't actually be able to get there. So they need to retreat. They need to basically evolve to the Urshifu VMAX, which I don't know if they... Oh, they just Ultra Balled, right? So they can go ahead and get that retreat in Gelfrust. And if we had the V-Guard energy, that wouldn't have been a KO, which is crazy, even with weakness. But unfortunately, they are hitting 150, doubled to 300. They hit the perfect number. Unfortunately, they've gotten there. And we need to recover Dunsparce now. So no games, no games, no games. This is tough. The weakness is a tough thing, a really tough thing. Okay, here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to get rid of these two. What did I just do? Oh, I'm tilted, lads. I'm tilted. I was supposed to do that to get Dunsparce. I'm tilted. I'm so tilted. All right, let's incisors. We'll be fine, right? Oh, no, we're not fine. We're not okay. We're not okay. Can I top deck here? I'll get you, and you. I don't want to... it's too clunky. Too much clunky. Oh, no. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I'm going to get Rapid Flow for game, bro. Oh no. Oh, no. I don't feel good, bro. I don't feel confident. I feel scared. I'm afraid. I'm an afraid man. I'm just an innocent man. We're innocent men. If you know, you know. I feel vulnerable. Very, very vulnerable. It's scary, scary, scary days on these ladders, bro. On this ladder, should I say. Should I just go on casual, Sean? Chop a casual, just play a crappy starter deck. Oh, Rapid Flow. Now, Rapid Flow won't KO me. Oh, they're going to Rapid Flow these two. Hey, lads. It's nice knowing you. It's nice knowing you, peoples. God. God, oh God, oh God. The only hope I've got is Cheryl. Really, this artillery, you need to go and do one, mate, because you've been carrying this game, bro. This artillery's been doing bits. It's been out here chefing. Them 8 arms have been putting in work, Chief. It's out here just going, right, let me just grab that, right. Win. Outrageous. Where's my Bibarel's like, okay, I guess I'll draw 2. Redonkulous. Redonkulous, yeah. I'm suffering, lads. I'm suffering. It's the trenches. It's the trenches. We are within the trenches. Wow, look at that judge. Thankfully we got the switch. I'll take that. But you're just gonna fix up, bro. You're gonna give me something. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I'm imagining sense. Oh man. Please, Brickham, please tell me you're bricked. Please tell me you're bricked, bro. Got artillery, you got nothing. For sure, nothing. Oh, they've got Tower of Waters, haven't they? Melanie? No, it does play Melanie. Oh, no. Wait, what? Bro, they just attached the water. Oh, yeah. Am I bugging? I'm bugging, right? Wait. Bro, they can't attack. Oh, all right, calm down, monkey. Jesus. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. The manual retreat, I hear that. Wow. I don't think it means much, I'll be honest. We have no way of targeting the bench. You know, we have no... If I evolve into this Bibarel, granted I draw, but it immediately opens up Rapid Flow. And they just KO Bibarel for game, so it doesn't mean much. But if I can get a little cheeky gust on ya, maybe it's worth it. Because they're just going to yoga loop this Bibarel, I guess. Yeah, nah. See, now it doesn't matter because if they Rapid Flow... Oh, no, Gardevoir takes 20 less damage. Even on the bench? Oh, I don't know. Does this apply to bench? As long as it's after applying this effect can't be applied more than one. So you won't. Gardevoir's been shut off. I've just realised with Path. So I kind of need to get a V-Guard on both of these Donnies. That said, though, it might not work. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna touch that there. I think I made the wrong call. Dunsparce, huge. But then I could just get rid of that. I'm tilted. Okay, it's done. It's finished. I should have booked the shot. Hello. Echoing Horn, I see you. Okay. Sure. Let's swing for 140. It's all right, lads. I've just tilted. Pressure. It's a write-off. Unfortunately, the weakness is a problem. The bench damage is a problem. We don't play Manaphy, which is my fault, I guess. Yeah, this is like a terrible matchup. Terrible matchup. And of course, it's on the right ladder. That's when it decides to pop its rear head. It's like, yeah. Now's the time. Oh, God. I feel like migrating from PDCGO just carried over, you know? PDCGO's like, oh, you can't wait for the RNG? You can't wait to match up against a deck that clearly counters you? Ha! You thought, bro. You thought. Also, one thing that bugs me is the hexagon isn't really central here. It's kind of random. It's not centered. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like we're just delaying the inevitable. If we somehow sneak a win here, it would be miraculous. We can't because I stupidly discarded my Lechonk. I may have just lost myself the game. The only thing we've got to rely on here is Judge. That's the only thing we've got to rely on. I would look at you. I actually don't like you, bro. I don't like you now. I don't like you, Auxiliary. No. No, look at searching thing. Bro, they just need the energy and it's a rapid flow and that's it's done. I have to effectively judge. No, see now I've got a boss. Oh. Okay, that's actually fine. We just need to get lucky on our judge, basically. That doesn't matter now. That does. We judge, and we have to find a boss. If we win this, that is going to be the most botched win ever. The most botched win ever, bro. That's a Cheren's care. It's not what we want. We have to basically KO this, right? And then Gust this Urshifu to KO it. They have to not get an energy this turn. They are down there. Thankfully, they don't have that rapid energy recovery. So they only have... They can't search for rapid. They have to have a water energy in hand. If they do, it's game. If they don't, we need a clutch. There we go. That's game. Yeah, that was a... Yeah. That was a feel-bad game, all in all. All in all. To be fair, discarding that Lechonk late game doesn't even matter now. That just feels really rough. Yeah. This deck doesn't feel good to play, bro. It don't feel good to play. Not on this ladder. Not on this ranked. It don't feel good. Too punishing. See, that would have mattered. Maybe I should not have mentioned Dunsparce because I would have survived the Gale Thrust. Oh, it's interesting. Right, just out of curiosity's sake, right? I'm going to hold one research and I'm going to go 5 Colress. Five Colress. I'm going to go full Colress. 4 of them. I want to see how Colress performs. I want that one research for like just straight discard at one point. Let's just see how it does. Like, I'm genuinely curious to see how it does because I'm still trying to figure out what ones work with this Lechonk. I keep saying Lechonk, the Oinkologne. I still want to figure it out. You know? I also need to dedicate time to climb this ladder, bro, because it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. One thing I'll say for sure is this is that eerie part, the awkward part of that format where on a rotation where you just don't know what is good anymore. I mean, you have a gist of it, but you know, there's not one deck I like. Like last format, I was like Arcturalodon, easy. I can grind the ladder with that. I can get, you know, so many wins off that. It's like my favorite deck to play. I love to play it. Also, this hand is disgusting. Oh, you see what I mean? It's just horrible. It just feels awful. It feels like you can only play like 3 or 4 decks or you just lose. It's so bad. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared. Can I have a Lechonk? Oh, brother, this deck stinks. Oh my god. It's a Guardy. It's a Guardy. It's a Guardy. Maybe I should have dropped the path to prevent that. Roared the sword. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have put the V-Guard as well. I should have put the energy. But then I'm sitting there going, oh, well, they can KO. Listen, this feels horrible. So now I'm going to have to turn to judge with this board. This is what I mean. This is why the quad judge was so bad. It's like, bro, what can you do? You're going to judge into what? Into nothing. Into nothing, bro. It ain't going to happen like that. Whereas Gardevoir's out here playing Battle VIP Pass like it's nobody's business. Like that deck, it's privileged to play that. Oh, man. Yeah, the Bibarel engine ain't here right now. It ain't it, bro. It ain't it just yet. Bibarel requires discard, and that means you have to get rid of resources you don't really want to get rid of a lot of the time. It's interesting. Okay, so we've been put into a better hand. I'm thankful for that. Thank you. Thank you, Alex, because that was disgusting. That was abysmal. A better hand, he says, with no draw support at all. Or anything of the like. See, the thing is, right, I'm trying to balance out the draw support account in this deck, right? Because it's like, okay, if I play too many, I get clunked hands. So I get hands where it's like 7 draw supporters and I have to research them all the way. And then for the rest of the game, I have nothing. Or I go too little where I don't draw them in the turn 1. And I can't find that middle ground just yet. This deck is not, it's not clicking. You know what I mean? It's too clunky or overly over the top where it actually punishes itself too heavily. It's weird. It is weird. You know? It's very weird. Let's get the Chonky down. Let's see what we can do. Should we... we can't even roll out. Let's just chill. Just hold. Just hold. So this deck's fine against something like Gardevoir, I guess, because we have time. Which means the Lechonk come the latter part of the format, meaning, you know, when Sword and Shield disappears, even, could be good. Could be genuinely good. But I think, even though it's such a low maintenance card, the format just doesn't back it. It's very weird. Very weird. It needs that right support Pokemon. I don't think Bibarel's it right now. It kind of makes sense for it to be Bibarel, but I'm trying to figure out what else there could be. There is another engine. Another engine I'm thinking of. But again, see, look. Okay, there was a card I put in here that did help, and it was Squivet. I think it's Squivet, it is. But it got... Bro, as soon as Sableye came out, you lost. It was like, yep, you're done. Insta loss. I was like, okay, maybe cut that. Now I'm kind of doubting it. I do have another engine in mind, though, and you'll see that come up in another deck. A draw engine, so to speak. Kind of a botched one, but requires less evolution. I think evolution is kind of iffy right now. Unless you're using Level Ball to evolve, or naturally drawing into it with a massive hand, like earlier. If your deck requires a lot of evolution, Evo Incense going has... Jacq is in this deck, granted. That's a supporter for turn. It's very different, right? I think the lack of search for evolution is kind of a problem. Evolution Incense is sorely missed. Like, Evolution Incense in this deck would up its tempo tenfold, bro. It's like, you just find a couple Evo Incenses and you're good, right? That's what would make it low maintenance. But now it's like, okay, you got Ultra Balls, so you got to have the relevant cards to discard, which means you're going to have to discard cards that you may never see for the whole game. And then you've got to and that's just for one Ultra Ball. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Thankfully, though, we have managed to just top deck an Oinkologne. We take those, bro. We take those. We take those. But I tell you what, I don't think this victory is going to last for long. They are 2 energy discard power, bunch of energy in play. They are not far from being able to just OHKO this thing because we haven't been able to draw to find our pieces, to find the full guard, to find the V guard, to find the Gardevoir. You know, we're not finding them. They're just you know, I was going to say AOL. That's a company. I'm going to say AFK doesn't make sense. AWOL, that's the word. AWOL. There it is. Right, big Guardy coming out. There we go. Big Guardy. They're going to go for the swing this turn for sure, right? There's no way they're going to pass up this opportunity. Did they curly it before that or not? I don't know. But they do need to get a decent amount of discard power because they still have to... Actually, no, they can't just accelerate, then retreat. And then accelerates this Guardy. But that Guardy's only going to do 150. Which will buy us a turn, but... Have you seen our hand? Have you seen the hand? This Guardy's out here popping off. I'm sitting here with a Cheren's care and not even a Lechonk on the bench. Look, I know look, I know it sounds like I'm not having a good time, which I'll be honest, I'm not. I'm not having a good time playing this deck, but you know, I'm good. That's going to happen, and that's okay. Obviously, I want you guys to know if the deck's good or not. It ain't. Nope. It is actually dramatically underperformed from what I was expecting, right? You know, seeing deck lists of people, seeing people play tabletop. I thought, then again, this is the thing with tabletop content, right? And maybe it's a bit of a controversial statement, right? But it's made for content, not accuracy. So they will probably, you know, create the matchups that would make an entertaining game, which is not a bad thing. It makes sense, right? You're supposed to make the games entertaining for retention, right? Perfect. So I guess I made the mistake of assuming that tabletop content accurately represents how a deck would perform. Now I've learned it's basically nothing, at least from what I can tell. Or it comes from special conditions. Because Lechonk, on like watching other people do tabletop, was performing okay. And putting up a fight against these kind of decks. But when tried and tested, you know, in the trenches, it's just, yeah, you can see the glimmer of it. But that's all it is. It's just the glimmer. There's something, but it's just, you know, it's almost something. That's kind of how I see it. Right, path to the peak, though. I like that. This is a Colress time. Don't punish me. I'm being punished. Oh my god. Not even a Lechonk. No, where's my Chongus? I want my Chongus. I didn't even get a Chongus. Yeah. This feels so awful. This feels bad. This feels terrible. Oh my god. Hey, any fixer-uppers out here, look at the list at the end, yeah? I'll put this list last. Fix it, bro. Try it, fix it, and come back to me. Because I can't. I cannot. I've tried with this deck a lot. In fact, I spent all day today really messing about with it, and it's just... Yeah, there's something missing, and I can't figure out what it is. I just can't. It's too random, I guess. Like you saw the first Gardevoir game we won. This one, I think we're going to lose very quickly. So it's the inconsistency. It's like, right, okay, you can either win a game or dramatically lose against the same deck. It's like, that's the sign of a bad deck, right? A deck should have good matchups, bad matchups, but ultimately perform consistently, right? If the deck's not doing that, you know, it's interesting. Right, we've been given one more chance. That's good. That's good. And I promise you, I'm trying not to complain, but you know when you just want something to be good, but it just isn't? And you want it not for like selfish reasons. You want it because like you're backing it. You know, it's like you're backing your boy, but he just ain't doing it. You know? He just ain't performing. And it's kind of enraging. It's like, come on. Bro, where is my Lechonks? Where's my picks, bro? Thank you. All your boy wants is some pork. You know what I mean? Give your boy some pork. Oh. All right. Cheren's CRE ain't happening next turn. So we can get rid of that. Get rid of a boss. Yeah, just support the draw, bro. Oh, I want my pork, man. God, this is stress. It's bloody stress out here, man. Mental. Bleeding mental. Okay, right, we've got another pork on the bench. That's fine. See, look, pork sounds mad, right? Because I'm sure in the US, you lot don't really know. But in the UK, porking, that's not a... it's a term, I'll say that. If you know, you know. One of them ones, right? Right, they're obviously going to KO me here, but if I can just respond, please. If I can just respond. I do think I like the Colress, though, because, as I said, right, I can kind of pick what to get rid of and stuff, which is fine. But I can, like, draw to 5 with a Bibarel and then Colress on top without having to think, oh, I've got to discard all of this, right? I like that more than researched right now. I think I like that more. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bro, you got to stop with these mad sounding voices and that. All right. Okay. I don't like getting rid of Cheren again. We don't have to. Yeah, I was thinking of Ultra Balling. We don't need to. We don't get energy. You see what I mean? I'm not getting the pieces, bro. They're not here. The deck requires too much. It's asking too much of you. It's like, okay, you need this, but then you need this, and then you need this, and then you... It's like, too many combo pieces, too many combo pieces. The format is not supporting the combo pieces right now. It ain't. Unless you're Guardy. Guardy is the exception, right? But bro, I just needed an energy. I have 5 in deck, so, you know, the odds were kind of stacked against me. But now they get a free swing? Okay, the good thing is I can Cheren's CRE here. Fine. But that could have been the Cheren's CRE next turn. You know what I mean? Oh, it's frustrating. It's like, come on, I can see the potential of this. And it's just not performing, you know? So you're really rooting for it. It's like, come on, I can see you being the best. But you're just not. And it's tragic. It's sad. It's like, oh, come on, you can do it. Oh, it's so frustrating. The closest I can really relate to it, right? Or describe it, that's the better term, is like, you know, like KSI, right? You know, his brother Deji boxing and stuff like that. He describes his brother in that way effectively. This is a weird example, but it's the only one I can actually think of. By the way, I'm just trying to thin here because I need an energy. Like now. Got 4 in deck. I'm still not confident. See what I mean? That's what I mean. The lack of confidence. I shouldn't be having that. I should be having faith. There we go. We got there. We got there. Okay, so that Temple of Sinnoh kind of shuts off. I might as well turbo for now, right? For sure. Okay, 160 in. Lovely. Cheren's Care's done its thing, but that's our first 2 prizes. You see what I mean? How much work for that? Yeah. Pal Pad's gone. The only real strategy we have now is like Cheryl, if we find a way into that. I am, like, as I said, I do like the Colress more. I am liking that. Like, I'm not having to worry about, granted, although this hand's pretty good for a research, right? Because I can ditch Evolve to the Oinkologne attach and all that jazz. But, you know, I just like Colress, bro. I think I like Colress more. Colress Bibarel might be the way for this format for me, at least. And I can see why there's decks out here playing Colress that wouldn't, like that Miraidon played Colress. And I kind of get it, bro. I kind of get it. It's a controlled draw 3, effectively, right? It's the best draw 3 there is, because it's technically a draw 5. But not. You know what would be sick? Oh, it is a good idea. What's that lost support? No, you got to get 10 in a lost zone. Screw that. You could make a Lechonk lost box deck that tanks and has that lost zone -120 supporter card, and then just have a chonk that takes no damage. You know? Okay, so they're gonna go for a Cresselia 120. What are they gonna go for? They're gonna swing at the barrel, maybe? That's fair. That's a fair strategy. And then they just have to take out the chonk for game. That's not a terrible shout, to be fair to you. Not a terrible shout at all. So this Cresselia does 120, basically. 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So if they put energy across the whole board, then Cresselia comes in swinging. But it's not looking like they're doing that. Oh, no, they are. Yeah, they need to put an energy on here. Oh, no, it's only 100 they're doing. Cresselia. So maybe they're not attacking with Cresselia. Maybe they're coming with something else. Wait, can Gardevoir attach? Yeah, Gardevoir can't attach to this Greninja. So the max damage they can put down with Cresselia right now is 100. So they can take out a Lechonk. Okay. Right. Also, you should put that life squeeze on this Gardevoir. Oh, they've done it anyway. Okay, fair. Because this one, like, you're not really charging it up to a point where it's taking that much damage, needing to heal. But I guess it makes sense, right, when we're 2-hit KOing. This one you are. So this Gardevoir is going to be able to KO me next turn, I think. Oh, we've been judged. Oh, no, we had a good hand as well. Right, at least we know they can't take out Bibarel. At least we know that. And we also have the Path. Maybe that's why they're using Gardevoir ahead of time, because we got Path. But yeah, they can't do 120, because they couldn't get the damage on this Greninja. So I'm curious as to where they go. They're just going to take out Lechonk, right? I'm just going to swing up the Lechonk. Okay. They're swinging at Oinkologne. I guess it makes sense. I hear it. I hear it. Can I do that and fail the Nest Ball? I'll put the Bidoof down. Screw it. I need to draw, bro. I need stuffs. I need things. Okay. Colress. See, the Colress feels good. I do like it. I know I keep saying that, but it does feel good. I feel like we're not going to need that other Lechonk, so I'll do that. Here's an idea. I can come in and just swing with this one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, they got to work a bit more now. There we go. 160. That's KO on Cresselia. There's a comeback potential. I'm not confident, but it's there. See, this is what I mean, right? So Gardevoir's is a deck more representative of what Scarlet and Violet onwards would be most like, right? Slower, comeback, all that jazz, right? And you can see Oinkologne doing okay in that, right? Doing well. But it's when you come up against that lost boxes inside. Muse, no. The old boys need to go first before the old pig can shine, you know what I mean? That's my prediction, my anticipation, my shabba-dabba, you know? That's what I think. That's what I think. Oh, Echoing Horn is cheeky. Can we recover with that? Throw a Manaphy down. Don't see why not. Would be nice to get a Cheryl, though. Would be nice to get a Cheryl. This is where, like, getting rid of that Pal Pad early doors sucks. I'd love to get a Pal Pad as well, but... You know, I'd love to do this, love to do that. Sean, you're just waffling. Okay, let's get Manaphy out. I can't check my deck. But that's okay. What car is again? Oh my god, I just decked myself out, I think. I think I just decked myself out. I think I might lose. Lord, forgive me for I've sinned. We've decked ourselves out, bro. Oh, what is this? This is a butchered video. This is a butchered video. I hope you're entertained nonetheless. I mean, I gave it a go, man. I really, really did give this deck a go. I really tried making something out of this, but it's just not clicking. Maybe it needs more time. Maybe I'm being too judgmental. It needs a bit more time, maybe, to figure it out. But I'm just not confident in Bibarel as much as I thought I would be. I thought Bibarel would be the next supporter, the next engine, but it's looking very clunky. Unless you play Squivert, but then it's like, oh, okay, just let Sableye run rampant on you, why not? So, yeah, I don't think that's a good choice either, mate. And it's like, oh God, what can you do? What is the option? What is it? Oh no. It's so, it's very mind-boggling. I just want Sableye gone. Can we just ban Sableye, please? Can I have fun in the game again? I'd love Sableye to go. He says playing a deck doesn't even play Sableye. Listen. Listen. No one asked for your input, Chief. We've already lost anyway, okay? We just decked ourselves out like a dum-dum. I'll guarantee, I'll be honest, there's the last card was Cheryl. Hey. I just came across the crab, bro. What the hell was that? Okay. I think I'm done with today. I think I'm not going to touch this pig for a very long time. Makes sense, because I don't even like bacon that much. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I challenge you. Make this work. Make it work. But you can throw it on the ladder, come up against these top tier decks, and be consistent. You can do that. Hats off, my friend. Because I give up. I'm done. The pig has disappointed me beyond anything. Anything. There are decks that I've made that should do worse, that do better than this. I'm extremely disappointed. And saddened. Greatly saddened. We're going to leave it there. Take care. Check out the merch. Check out Bidoof store. Join, become a member if you want to get some extra perks and stuff like that to support the channel. Yeah, this is a long one, man.